These groups and the House of Representatives shall decide from time to time a flourishing multi-party democracy. However, presidential succession between individuals, even of the same party, can parallel a gradual change in political reform. Therefore, in Uganda, we must, as a matter of urgency, reinstate term limits for the president and provide for a maximum of 2 terms with a duration for each term set 5 years, and provided details on page 31 to 40 of the book I've circulated. Presidential age limit. Honorable Chairperson and members, would like to submit on the presidential age limit. We propose that due to the seriousness and weight of the constitutional duties of the office of the president, as provided for in Articles 98, Section 1, and 99, Section 1 of the Constitution, that's that the president is the head of state and government, is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, is the fountain of honor, and also in Article 99, Section 1, the executive authority of the Republic of Uganda is vested in the president, who shall exercise those powers in accordance with the Constitution. So we believe that the Constitution should be amended so that both the president and the vice president do not serve beyond the age of 70. This would imply that for one to qualify for election or appointment as president or vice president, he or she should not be more than 65 years of age. And details about this, supporting this argument, are in the book, The Irish Government Perspectives, on page 29 to 30. And if you look at the developed economies we'd like to emulate as developing countries, in the US they have an unwritten rule that they don't vote into office people above the age of 69 as president. The oldest president ever in the history of America was Ronald Reagan at the age of 69, and they have never had any. If you look at the UK in the recent past, as much as they had one prime minister who was 82 years old, but all of them are in the early 40s, late 40s, and the early 50s. So that's an unwritten rule, because they believe that you need energy to serve in that office that has executive powers. Honorable Chairperson and members, as I wind up, I would like to submit on strengthening the office of the Vice President, stroke abolition of the office of the Prime Minister. We propose that the Vice President should be an ex-officio member of Parliament. In the current form, the Vice President has no specific powers conferred upon her by the Constitution of Uganda, as he or she relies on the President to assign him or her duties.